the race is going to go on. 119, Austin Wagner under battle from the 70 car, Burt Wilson. Burt Wilson's going to nose ahead. Oh my goodness, what a pass right there.
Rise of the dead. The love, the hate, the sex, the truth, the jealousies that make us fools. Wake up this time. The choice, the chance, the life to lose. Our legacy is ours to choose. Redemption!
We're coming to the white flag this time. Will they make it to the start-finish line all the way around the tri-oval here? They're there. We're 2x2 on the last lap. But there's a 00, an 18 car, 1 car, 31 car, and they're wrecking in the front. For the lead, here's the race right here. Nick Gardner, Richard Holland, Ryan Daniels. Ryan W. Daniels, the 00 car, crossing the start-finish line, winning the opener here.
All right, let's lighten it up a little bit. I know that might have been a little too heavy. I apologize for that. Guys, we're here live, WFO. This is a CheckerWon Manufacturing ARCA series at WFO Tuesday nights. And we're getting ready to grid at the Milwaukee Mile. Your pole sitter, Vern Bradley. We're going to go through the grid real quick. We'll go ahead and get rid of this screen, get it out of your way. No, we're not going to go to that screen. Come on down. OBS is just getting in my way right now. So let's go ahead and fix this. We're going to turn down the music just a little bit. A little ambiance. Welcome everybody to the stream. Appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Live chat. I got it up. I'm ready to go. I did ask a question if it was too heavy. If you enjoyed that music, let me know. I got a little feedback. And a lot of us here kind of grew up in the same era. And I like anything with acoustics, drums, 6 strings. This is the little light for me. Not gonna lie. But we'll get through it together. We'll get through it together. So anyway, your pole sitter tonight, Vern Bradley. Garrett Robinson starting on the outside. Let's go ahead and go through the field. Get through this. There he is right there. Let's get a little bit better camera angle on these guys. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, so to his outside, Garrett Robinson in the 97. Now, Garrett's been quick this year, and I'm really happy to see these two up front. Now to the inside of them, Richard Holland, HDRM driver, starting 3rd tonight. 4th place will be Wesley Whitfield. Now I can tell you that some of these guys that you're not quite used to seeing leading races, they're going to be favorable here. Okay, this is going to change everything up. It's going to be a short track heat, so some of these guys are going to do a little bit different. Tyler Booth to the inside in 5th place, and his outside is Nick Gardner in 6th. Go Hal Amy in 7th place. His outside, Jeff T. Martin in 8th. Artie Peterson, CheckerWon, the sponsor of this league. He's going to start in 9th. And to round out your field, Brandon Winning, or round out your top 10 rather, is Brandon Winning. Going to move on back to Rick Fagone. This starts a little choppy here. We are 1 lap to green. I'm going to try to get through this. Glenn Jameson, Burt Wilson. This is 13th and 14th. 15th, Cody Williams. Garrett Helmlinger in 16th. 15th, I apologize. And then Michael McCauley rounding out your field. So let's get back up here to Vern Bradley. He's about to take him green. We're going to get through this start at the Milwaukee Mile. It's a flat 1 mile track. It's actually 0.97 miles if you guys want to be honest with each other. Oh, the Blackhearts have a new song. Okay. Oh, the CEO band. Right on. Green flag is out. Vern Bradley taking it, but looked like maybe the outside line had a bad start there. Wesley Whitfield's getting trapped on there. Richard Holland's got the 91 of Tyler Booth right on his bumper on that exit. Let's see if we can get a little bit better angle. These boys going by. Wesley Whitfield still holding that 3rd place. Got around the outside of Richard Holland pretty quickly. This is a new face to the WFO League. Tyler Booth, he's hanging in the top 5 so far. You guys watch the exits of turn 1 and 2. That's where these guys are going to get their biggest run. Long sweeping turns. I think part of Pocono is actually based off of this track. You see Tyler Booth starting to work on the back of the 31, and it's got Nick Gardner in the field tonight. It's good to see Nick coming out. Artie Peterson actually surrendered a spot to the 18. Out the back straightaway again. Volume's a little high. I'm going to have to tone that down just a little bit. We're going to back it down just for you guys. I like to hear the sound of horsepower. But I know some people don't like to hear just raw engine. You gotta have a little bit of ambiance. You gotta have some chatter, some race chatter. And I'm up here in the booth by myself tonight. So you guys won't be blessed with the awesome stream of Nation 01. But these guys are going green. You see how Amy trapped on the outside. It looks like it's really easy to overdrive 3 and 4. See Cody Williams working on the inside of Hal Amy now. And Brandon Winning looks like he might get a spot. Hal Amy's, he's trapped. He's trapped right now. He's way up the banking. Well, the banking, I said the banking, they're way up the turn there. Let's see if we can find our current points leader with the proper camera tools. I could, but my camera tool crashed just now. I'm trying to use hand controls, so we're gonna work our way back up to the front to our current leader, which is Vern Bradley, and he's got about a 1.5 second lead. It's pretty impressive. Garrett Robinson still in second place. Wesley Whitfield holding third. I'm just trying to get my camera to work correctly so I can get back into it. Those of you that are in the stream and typically show up week to week, you know that I tend to mess things up on a daily basis. It's been the story of my life. I'm just looking for the camera selector, and I'll go about my business here. That'll do. That'll do quite nicely. Thank you. It's actually not the one I wanted, though. Let's go ahead and exit out of that. Bring that one back up where I put it. Still, we're on lap 9 out of 165. This is a quick track and caution-free so far. Live and green. Garrett Robinson running in second position. Looks like if anybody's going to have anything for this 114 car, it's going to be Garrett, as he's got about a 1.5 seconds over Wesley Whitfield that's running in third right now. One of the names that doesn't typically qualify up front, finishes well, does finish the race, but it's good to see Wesley getting a good start and a good run so far. Lap 10 of 165. Got a little fire on the 91 back there. Let's take a look at this battle. 31 looked like he was going to push the issue into 1, but coming off the flat there, looked like he couldn't carry that speed. Some of these guys fight these tracks because they don't have that apex and that banking to turn off. That 31 is hungry for this spot. This is for 4th. But Tyler Booth's able to hold him on the exit, and that's just a little bit different technique to drive off these flat corners like that. We go on board with the 91. You can see right here, you're not carrying the speed that you would at your typical banked oval. Any of you guys remember tracks like this? New Hampshire, Pocono's another one that we carry a lot of speed into some of these turns, especially turn 3, but as soon as you hit that entry, you got to slow way down. These guys are probably hitting 160, 170 before they hit turn 1, and now we're going 140-ish. Probably later in the run, they're going to hit 130. It's going to be hard to turn off this corner. You got to set this exit up just right. 31 still pressing the issue. Let's work our way back through the field a little bit more. Looks like Hal Amy's under fire back here. He's got the 84 at Brandon Winning, the 70 at Burt Wilson back there. Brandon Winning's actually getting a little bit closer. Artie Peterson's under fire as well. These guys are right on top of each other, and this is for about ninth back. You see Cody Williams up ahead of this pack, and he might be under fire soon if he doesn't get it together. Looks like he's struggling. He's running a little bit higher. Some of these guys are overdriving the entry to this corner. You can tell because they're scrubbing up the racetrack and getting into that dirty part of the groove. When that rubber's up, those marbles float to the top of the track, and they can't get grip. So Artie's going to surrender this spot to the 3. And it looks like maybe on the exit of 1. Nope. It looks like Hal had to back it up a little bit. You don't have the banking on exit, so Artie's going to keep this, but I just don't know how long he's going to hold on to it. And the one guy that is benefiting a lot is Cody Williams. He's able to drive away from this pack of cars, but Brandon Winning, it looked like 3 wide there for a second. These guys are hungry back here from 10th back. It's crazy. It's crazy town. Then back up front to the 114. He's got a 2-second lead now. This is one guy that will get around these short tracks better than anybody in this league. Actually, co-founder of this league next to Hal Amy. And he's been racing the ARCA series for 2 seasons consistently at WFO. I know he really enjoys the time to get out on the track and run with these guys. It's a very competitive league. And right now, he's putting on a clinic. 16 out of 165. Great driving by that 114. And again, I'm really impressed with the season so far. I know we're only 1 race in. We're starting the second one, but Garrett Robinson's really shown some strength. I haven't seen this side of Garrett. It's good to see. It looks like he put a lot of time in the offseason to come out here and just qualify well and run a good race. And I thought he might have a chance at Homestead. He started right up front. He led a lot of laps, too. I think it was 37 laps led last week. So confidence is brewing for this guy, and I would not surprise me at all. Oh, we do have a caution. Would not surprise me at all if this 97 gets a win this season, if not back-to-back. Let's go back and try to figure out where this caution was. And we're going to hit the replay screen.
Yep, I got you. I was just trying to get the lead. Yeah, I try to do my best. Alright, appreciate it.
you guys can't hear me. Well, that is unbelievably awesome. I don't know why my OBS is not cooperating with me. It would appear that I do not have the voice meter set up on my replay screen. Thank you, Nation, for dropping that in there. I have been talking this entire race. I've literally been talking my entire lungs out. We're watching the 114 hit the wall in the exit of 4, or exit of 2. A lot of things going on. I was actually giving my best commentary ever, Nation. 6 beers deep, 45 minutes of sleep, and I'm doing my best work. I would really like it if you just came into the Discord and helped me out here. You know, I'm struggling for real. I can't even get the setup on OBS right. 97, your new leader, Garrett Robinson. Let's go up here with him. He's under fire from Wesley Whitfield. Looks like the 114 might have used it up there early in that run. He got caught up with these guys. Garrett Robinson, Wesley Whitfield. They're going to battle it out for the lead. The 31's caught him now. Earlier we were talking about the 10 car. We were riding on board with Rick Fagone. He told me specifically not to do that, and I did it anyway. I wanted to show you guys the difference in the lines that these guys are running. And it's no knock to Ricky, but it's just the track experiencing. Seat time is everything, especially at flat tracks. This track is very, very flat. The corner entry is very early. You got to back it way up and hold it down there, let it roll for a long time. There's no banking to apex off of. And we're looking at the 31 of Richard Holland. He has caught up to these guys, but they were racing a little sketchy there for a minute. 97, your leader, 3 wide. The 97 way up to banking there. 07 on the exit. Looks like he's clear. There's Wesley Whitfield, your new leader. Looked like Garrett just overdrove that corner. He's going to surrender a spot now to the 114, I think, in 3. Maybe these guys are going to touch just a little bit. Not too bad. Bill Spencer, thank you for the vote for the number 3. Everybody that's in the chat right now, I apologize for not having any comms at all. I had no commentary at all for the first 40 laps of this race. It's really embarrassing. Replay scenes should have had my voice meter in there. I don't know why it wasn't in there. So we're just gonna move on from that. We're gonna make do with what we got. It is what it is. All right, so we're at lap 48. I look for these guys to pit at about lap 70, lap 74 to lap 70. 114's firing on Wesley Whitfield again. He wants that lead back. Looks like these, ooh, wow, that push up the track. I don't know if Wesley's going to be able to make this turn. He's going to lose a lot of speed to make it. Drag race down the back straight away. And the caution is out. We're going to go back and try to figure out what happened. And now I officially have voice meter on my replay screen. You guys can hear me this time when I talk about what just happened. So it is going to happen. We're going to go back to the previous crash. We're going to rewind. It looks like the 18 of Nick Gardner gets turned here. A 91, Tyler Booth just gets into the back of him ever so slightly. We're going to rewind it one more time. Go on board with the 91. I don't think he meant to do that. Maybe the 18 might have checked up a little more than he predicted. We're going to go back one more time. Well, I guess we're not. We're not. We're going to lose that. Too many replay screens. Too many replay screens. So these boys are getting on and off pit road here. I think your leader at that break, 114. Looks like the 10 car might have lost some spots. So green flag pit stops might have been starting. I don't know if these guys were short pitting or if I'm wrong on the fuel calculation. I felt like they could go 50 laps. And our first caution at lap 19, I thought they could make it to lap 70 at least. 114 off of pit road. Looks like the 07 is going to beat the 97 off pit road. Looks like somebody might have hit that pit wall back there. What the hell happened back there? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, that's not good. Cody Williams gets turned around. Let's see if we can figure out what the hell happened here on the exit of pit road. Yep, he hit the... I knew it. I knew that pit road wall would be someone's demise tonight. I knew that it would happen. Let's go back again. I want to show you what I'm talking about. This pit road wall is the most deceitful piece of shit ever built. I don't know why that wall is there. I don't know if it's to prevent some rogue driver from driving straight up onto the track, or if possibly someone at a construction company that rivals the Amy business, which is why they're not successful, decided to build that wall. I have no idea. But it was a terrible design, and it got the 4 car in trouble. I just want to make clear that could happen to anyone here. And if it wasn't bad enough, the 4 car now has a cloudy day to rain on his parade, and he's going to have to go back down pit road and repair this damage. And that's really unfortunate for the 4 car. I think this time around he will miss the wall, though. I think this is the reason that people either love or hate my commentary for these races, because I don't miss a lot, guys. I tend to see a lot of things that happen. I hear things happening on track, and I know what's happening, even without seeing it. And I'm sure Cody's probably not going to enjoy that part of the broadcast. But it happened, and 2-3 weeks for a cool-off, he'll laugh about it. So we're getting ready to go green. 114, Vern Bradley's going to lead him off. Wesley Whitfield to his outside. Burt Wilson. No, sorry. Garrett Robinson to the inside in 3rd place. Richard Holland. 4th place. Jeff Martin up there in 5th. Look at him. Glenn Jamison. These guys are, they're flip-flopping all over the place. Try to get a wide-angle view here. A little bit of a battle here back with Michael McCauley. Looking a little bit out of his element right now. He's going to bottom it out here into 3. Oh, the 114 is around. Stopped in the middle of the track. Is anyone going to... Oh, the 70 hit him. I don't think the 70 had anywhere to go. He's locking it up really hard. Let's see if we can go back and figure out what happened there. I think the 114 still got a fast repair. I'm gonna go back. Man, that's... I'm gonna rewind this so you guys kind of see what happened. That's tough to call there. You hear that hit. Let's go on board with the 70. Man, it's just such a hit right there. See, Burt Wilson had nowhere to go. He sees the wreck. He's braking, he's braking, he's braking. He just doesn't know where to go. He had a car to his inside. Let's go on board with the 114 and see if we can hear that crash. It gets turned right here. I don't know if it was intentional. It wasn't. Nothing's intentional, let's be honest, but we're going to go on board with the 07 for this next one. The 114 scrubbed up the track a little bit on that entry, too, to be fair. So it's going to be interesting to see where they call this. Don't know if the EOO is going to go to the 07 or not. 114 did wash up the track just slightly. And we can go on board with him again if you guys want to see this. It's crazy to think, but it does happen. Every now and then that 114 makes a slight little miscalculation on that entry. He's getting around this track really well. Looked like he might have just overdrove that a little bit. Garrett was getting to the inside. I think Wesley could have gave him a break there. But either way, it's a fair assessment to say we have a caution, number 3 of the race tonight. And we're moving on. All right, so that means your new leader is a 97, Garrett Robinson. Getting ready to double up here. See, at 31, Richard Holland worked his way up to 2nd place. Got Jeff Martin in 3rd, Michael McCauley in 4th. Clint Jamison, 5th place. Hal Amy in 6th. Brandon Winning in the 84 up to 7th place. This is a really short field. We had 16 cars start this race. We still have 16 on the track. I'd say the guy that's struggling the most right now is probably that 10 car. I'd look to see him to fight a little bit here later in the race. See if he can get a good finish. Let's get back up here with the 97. He's going to lead him off. Green flag is out. Garrett wasted no time on this restart. Looks like the 14 got a jump with him. So Jeff Martin taking P2 into turn 1. Richard Holland's going to be stuck on that outside. He's got Michael McCauley looking inside. Let's get back there to the 81 car. See if he can get this run down the back straightaway. Richard's giving him plenty of room to make this entry. We got a caution. We have a caution. I don't know where. We go back and figure it out. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're already pretty sure who what and who. Sorry for the instant replay screen that's not working quite correctly. Looks like the entry to 3. 84 in the 3 getting some contact. Doesn't look terrible. Go on board with the 84 here. And he locked it up hard. That caught him off guard. I don't think Brandon knew where or when. I would have to say that was just bad circumstances. Bad circumstances for these guys. Both of them. I think 2 guys going for the same piece of real estate on this one. I want to stick to that. All right, let's pull a guy up here. He's been up front a lot of the night. We're gonna move him up into the broadcast channel. Wesley Whitfield, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, come on.
Wesley, we're watching you put it down out there tonight. You're looking really strong. You chased down the 114 after about a 20-30 lap run. How's that car feel tonight?
Yeah, it's a lot better after we get some laps on it, but it feels pretty good. We're going to see what we can do from back here.
Yeah, it looks good, man. It looks good. I'm glad to see you up front tonight. I like to see some guys that, you know, qualify, do some things, move their way up through the field. So, shifty fella, doing a good job tonight.
Tim, boy, appreciate it. We're going to try to get this old Gardner Moss Chevrolet back up through there.
Right on, right on. Hey, what channel was you in? I'll put you back down there for you.
I was with Jeff Martin, wherever he's at.
Oh, Southeast?
We were in the ARCA lobby, I think.
Oh, ARCA lobby? Okay, I'll put you back there. Hey, good to see you. Good to hear from you. Thank you for coming up here.
Thank you, sir.
Right on. Alrighty. CheckerWon ARCA lobby down there. We put that guy back. That's 07 of Wesley Whitfield. Good to hear from him. I didn't actually have it on him, but let's get back on the camera for him. We watched him work up through the field pretty good tonight. He's got his work cut out for him this time by. 97 to Garrett Robinson, looking really good. We interviewed him earlier in this race. He shot off a pit road like a lunatic. And did I just hear something? What was that sound? Did you guys hear that?
Ah, shut up.
There it is again. I don't know what that is. I think there's something wrong with my headset. Hold on, guys.
There's something wrong with your head, I can tell you that.
Man, I can't figure it out. I don't know what's wrong. It's like, it's almost like static, guys. If it's coming through the broadcast, let me know. I can't quite figure it out. It's like it's trying to communicate with me, but I can't quite make out what it says.
Shut up.
Ah, there it is. It's Nation 01 in the broadcast booth. Aren't you supposed to be? Are you supposed to be at work right now?
I'm at work. I'm in the parking lot.
Oh, well, hey, you know what I'm going to do for you? You know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to share my screen so you can watch this race live. Because I'm a nice guy like that.
You are a nice guy like that.
All right.
I don't know how to do that on my phone, but you find out.
Oh, absolutely. Click on my name. It should say watch live. We got Garrett Robinson taking the green. And Jeff Martin, second place, right behind him. Tight field. This field is flip-flopped from what it was earlier. The only consistency is that 97 in the top three. And I think he's going to walk away from this 14 car. He's one of those two that I thought were going to win this race. 97, 114. Vern Bradley's looking really strong here tonight.
Well, all I can see is a black screen.
All you can see is a black screen.
Yeah.
Well, that's simply not going to cut it.
That will not cut it, sir.
No, it will not. So what we're going to do for you is we're going to go live on this screen, and you try it again. Tell me what you think of that screen.
Hey, there's a race going on.
There is a race going on. 97's leading it. Lap 66 of 165, and you have it in real time, Nation. So anything you want to say.
Did you see where I wrote, I couldn't hear you on the broadcast?
Yeah. Apparently, I didn't have my voice meter software on that scene.
Uh-oh.
I have no idea why that's not there. I've got it working now. Yeah, this is absolutely the time that you call me a dumbass, because this happened last week as well, and I thought I fixed the issue. I had a different scene for just music for the pre-race, but I apparently never added the headset and microphone to the replay screen, which is pretty important, I think.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely a dumbass for that.
Yeah. Now, anybody that would have came into the broadcast earlier and heard me talk to Nation would have heard Nation. I had headset audio, and that's where you would have came through. So it would have sounded like you were a lunatic as compared to any other time that you usually sound like a lunatic. You would have sounded extra crazy talking to no one the entire first 40 laps. Yeah, it would have been crazy.
It wouldn't be the first time I talked to myself.
Hey, I talk to myself every day. It's typically in the voice of my wife in my head. Like, don't do that. But I still talk to myself.
Well, if I heard my wife in my head, I'd do it just out of spite.
I hear voices all the time. 97 leading the race. Hi, Denise. Good to see you. She said, hi, everyone. That means you too, Nation.
I'm included in everyone this time?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hello.
All 16 of your personalities.
All of them? Shit.
All of them. Everyone. 31 in second place. And we got the 14 struggling a little bit. I thought he was going to show some muscle here for a second. He's still running third. It's not completely off pace, but there's a dog hunting back here. Somebody's hungry to get back to that lead.
He was
We had
leaving
some.
when I left the house.
Yeah, they had some crazy shit go down. 114 got turned there. I don't know if it was an EOL penalty or not, but the 07 to 114 got into some contact, and then we had a second caution to follow up. Hal Amy and Brandon Winning had a little spin around, but I think everybody's still clean. Still had a fast repair. Nothing too crazy happening yet.
See, when Vern gets spun, that's when you drag him up to the broadcast booth immediately.
Yeah, actually, there was some contact on the second restart between him and Garrett. They were in there together. I did not want to be a fly on the wall on that Discord server.
That's
way.
when you drag him up here immediately.
Yeah, that would have made for good ratings, but I don't think it would have been good for my ears.
Just saying, that's really good, solid advice right there.
It was great because Vern was leading the race, and the 97 tagged him on the inside. They lost 3 spots together. I don't think there's going to be any kind of group hugs in the showers tonight. I don't think that's going to happen. That team is not going to get along. Hey, that's what teams are for. That's what race teams do. Nation, you wouldn't know?
Teammates, so.
That they call them teammates. You don't know what kind of relationship I have with my teammates. I've known them for 9 years. I would shower with them, Nation. I would. It'd be like
kind of special right there.
That's a high school locker room is what that is. And I expect some towel snapping and some belittling. I know I'll be the smallest guy in there, both metaphorically and physically.
I guess the internet had to hear that.
The internet is a great place, Nation. What are you talking about? They're here for you. They don't care about my shortcomings. And see, I did it again.
They ain't here for me.
You didn't even hear it. You didn't even hear it. I did it 3 times in a row, and he didn't even appreciate the cleverness. Listen, we got the 114 passing the 14. He's going to work his way up to 3rd position. Let's work our way. You're distracting me. You're distracting me right now. We got a leader up here. Garrett Robinson still leading the race, running away a 2.5 seconds from second. That's Richard Holland in 2nd place. I'm actually really impressed with the 31 tonight. I know he hates these flat, short tracks. It's not his favorite place to go to.
How many laps are to go? I can't see it.
It's we're on 75 or 165, so we have about 80,
Run up a bit.
90.
Where's that Hal Amy character?
Exactly 89 laps from here on out. Hal Amy, let's get on him. We go on board actually with the 3 car. He's currently running in the 13th position, I believe. 12th. He's had, oh man, he just clipped the wall. Why'd you have to put the camera on him, Nation? Curse of the camera.
I can't touch those buttons.
So there's Hal Amy. He just found the outside wall coming out of 2. That's a really deceitful part of the track, and I don't know if you could hear me earlier, but this guy right here, he knows all about deceitful. I think it was the 2nd or 3rd pit stop that they had. And have you ever been to the Milwaukee Mile?
Nope.
Whoever designed the pit road wall at this track, I know they don't work for Hal Amy. Whoever constructed this shit would have been fired day 1.
Fired before lunchtime.
They built the wall at a 45-degree angle to the end of the concrete wall.
Well, that's a nice target.
Yeah, the 4-car found it. It's a very deceitful wall, and if you have anyone coming into the inside on your pit exit, You're more worried about what they're doing and not what you should be doing, which is not hitting that wall. It's a sharp angle. You can see it right now in the broadcast. It's actually a really terrible design.
Well, it's in Milwaukee. What do you expect?
Fair enough.
That's why West Virginia don't have a racetrack. I'm just going to set that right there.
Yeah. They couldn't figure out the mathematics.
No.
I mean, Milwaukee's not a symmetrical track by any means, and they couldn't figure out degrees of banking, but they did have some pavers, so they did know how to pour concrete and pave roads. They have that.
So it's an old track, isn't it?
Oh, it's a very old track. The Milwaukee Mile's been around since 1929, I believe.
Did you just look that up? You Googled that, didn't you?
I will officially Google it, but I think it's 1929.
Hang on, folks. We got to give him time to Google. He's a little bit slow.
It's actually 1903. I was off. I was off by 23 years or 26 years.
Yeah, 26.
I know it's a very old track. I think it's 1929 for Darlington Raceway, actually.
You're going to Google that now, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I kind of thought so. You're going to find some goddamn racetrack that was built in 1929. Oh, shit. Now
Fuck.
you're going to Google that.
Fuck, it's 1950 for Darlington. What track am I thinking of?
Just type in racetrack built in 1929.
All right, fair enough.
Well, NASCAR track built in 1929. Well, wait a minute. NASCAR wasn't around in 1929.
No, it really wasn't. And officially, a lot of these tracks were inherited.
Well, just the racetrack built in 1929.
Longhorn Speedway. I don't know why I mixed that up. The Langhorne Speedway was built in 1926, officially opened in 1929. It's in Pennsylvania.
So no one's ever heard of that racetrack.
Well, I mean, they run USAC, NASCAR Grand National.
No, never heard of any of that.
It's an old track too.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is
Listen,
Are you happy now that you found one that was built in 1929?
I'm not happy at all. We're halfway, and we had another caution, and the 31 was catching the 97. I am upset. I thought we were going to have a battle for the lead.
The 31. I wouldn't play with that boy.
All right, we're going to go back and figure out where this caution happened. I think it's right here. To be more accurate, I think that the 77 got really loose off of 2 into the outside wall. Oh, man, Artie Peterson found... Wow. I'm pretty sure it just glitched the one car back to pit road.
Oh, that just looks like a mess.
Yeah, the one of Artie Peterson got glitched to pit road. The simulator could not comprehend what just happened to his car. And for good reason, because it got stuck in the tire barrier. We're going to go back one more time. So he's going about $140 to 0. One more time.
Then backward.
And then backward.
That's hard to do. That takes talent.
He was trying to avoid the 77 of Wesley Whitfield. That was bad enough. And he almost ran over the front bumper clip that Whitfield threw onto the bottom of the racetrack. But then to hit the tire barrier and get sent to pit road.
Does he not have a fast repair?
I don't think it matters because he has to tow.
Oh, is that what we're watching?
That's what we're watching. We're watching him tow to pit road because he was on the back straightaway and went instantly to pit road. He had to tow. I don't know about his fast repair situation, but I can tell you that he's probably not very happy either way.
Bring him up to the broadcast booth.
Yeah, I don't think that the CheckerWon manufacturing sponsorship team wants to be in the broadcast booth for sponsorship's sake right now. Would not look good on the business. I think you're trying to generate content, and I really appreciate it. I'm all about generating content. Mr. Bojangles91 on Twitch, if you guys haven't checked it out. But, shameless plug aside, I don't think it's a good idea. I really don't.
I'm trying to give you all these great ideas, dude.
You are the worst influence I think we've ever had in this broadcast tower.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've had Hal Amy up here, too.
He's a driver of the day. He's like the stature of what you want to be in this league. Fan favorite. Condones himself very well.
Out and drag him up here.
All right. Fair enough. I've been in those Discord servers when that happens, and
Yeah.
I can say that, well, you don't talk much when Hal Amy's angry.
No, you don't. You really can't because he's in there cussing all the goddamn time.
And it happened a lot last season, dude. And it wasn't just in a particular season or series. It was just like every race, man, something happened to him.
He had pretty bad luck, yeah.
We're doubling up. Garrett Robinson's still leading. And where's that 114? He's back there in 7th place. I don't know what happened there. I know I had a little mix-up on the field. Something strange going on with that 114. Maybe some of these guys didn't pit and shuffled him around, but I know he's the car to beat. And this 97 is trying to run away. He's been trying to do it all race long. He even tried to wreck him at one point. He didn't really try to do that, but it looked like it.
Well, they're down in the Discord together, so can't
Yeah.
be too bad.
Yeah, I mean, really, they're still in there together, so I don't think it was deliberate. The green flag is coming out. 97 leading them off, hitting that loud pedal. Cody Williams, nice to see him rebound from hitting that pit wall earlier. It's good to see he passed the medical inspection, didn't get a concussion. He got hit right in the concussion, Nation.
He got hit in the concussion.
Yes. We asked him what his name was, and he said November, so we're keeping an eye on him.
You sound good. All right, get back in the car.
97 leading him off great. You know, the 31 is really showing some strength here late in the race. And I thought this would be a track that he struggled with, but let's be honest, the 31 doesn't struggle very often.
No, not often enough. Not often enough.
Now, I'm not making you late for work now, am I?
No, I'm sitting in the parking lot. I'm looking at the back door.
I'll tell you who's looking at the back door right now. That 31, he wants that lead. The 4-car.
Nice segue, dude.
You like that segue? The 4-car, Cody Williams. Cody Williams in 3rd. I think Glenn Jamison's gonna get to the outside. It's gonna be tough to pass on the outside of this track. The flat corner. I don't think I'd want to be on the outside of anyone on the exit of turn anything.
Well, there's a wall that'll keep you on the track.
Yeah, it definitely helps. And if you have troubles braking, just use that car in front of you. Works every time.
Sure. Just use that as the brake.
Yep, works every time.
Don't even tap your brake. Just boop right into them.
The 114 back there, that's Vern Bradley. Looks like he's making up some ground. But this track has changed. You see Tyler Booth, he's actually way lower than he should be on this entry, but he's got a little company now on the outside. I think this track has changed. Some of these guys that were dominating the race at the start are starting to struggle. And I think it's because of the rubber building up on the track. And we've had some variable cloud cover in and out. This track was a lot cooler when we started the race. The clouds were pretty dense. The track temperature was about 93, and now it's 105. That makes a big difference. Talking what a 8, 9 degrees.
Somewhere in there. Actually, it'd be... Shit, I can't math right now.
You can't meth right now?
But
You're in a parking lot at a hotel. You can't meth right now?
Hell no. It fucked me up because I looked down at the dashboard and the thermometer's up there and it says 67.
You're in a hotel parking lot in by God, West Virginia, and you can't
Yep.
meth right now?
Well, I could meth, but I can't math.
That's what I kept saying
See
to
what
you
I
the
did
whole
there?
time. That's what I was saying to you the whole time. It just didn't make sense to me. Buddy, I'm on one right now. 6 beers deep, 45 minutes of sleep.
Oh, you got 45 minutes? I didn't even get that. And I got to be up all night.
You know, if you weren't such a night owl, Nation.
No, we had this goddamn... I had to be here at 9 o'clock this morning for a 5-hour meeting and then go home and try to sleep. And I got about 45 minutes maybe.
Was it a mandatory meeting?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Was it by HR about how we should conduct ourselves at our workplace?
No, new software.
Oh. I thought maybe it was because you didn't wear pants to work every day.
Well, that might have came up. I don't know.
All right, we're going to switch over to the exciting camera because, let's be honest, I am in no condition to be working these cameras with this. This conversation is just taking a toll on my body.
Oh,
We're
you'll be
looking-
all right, dude.
We're looking back at Tyler Booth right now. He's had an up and down day all night, Nation. He's ran up the top 5. He's leading a race at one point. Now we find it back here. He's running about 7th place. Wesley Whitfield was leading a couple laps too. And I mean, this track has changed. It's pretty obvious that this track is not. It's not favorable for the guys that were leading the race earlier. I think the only consistent driver I've seen all night long is this 97 car, all the way through.
Garrett's a force.
Garrett's been doing really well at this track tonight. He started just outside the pole. He was on the front row. When we started this race, the 114 pulled away. He led a lot of laps. Got to lap 19. We had our caution. Garrett beat him off pit road. The 114 took it back. They had some contact. We've had about 5 cautions, I think, tonight. But it's not the worst race we've had at WFO by any means. Trust me. Trust
I
me.
think the worst race, the worst race was the last one you were in.
That would have been Wednesday night. That was the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series. What's the official name of that? Hal Amy Truck Series? The Wednesday Truck Series? Amy Constructing.
Amy Contracting.
Contracting.
Wednesday night truck series.
See, I don't run that broadcast, so I'm out of the loop.
Well, how come you don't run the overlays that were made for this one?
I do. You're not seeing them. You're seeing them through Discord. Actually, on the YouTube broadcast, they're there.
Oh.
They're actually there. So you're not seeing it through OBS. I could put it up on OBS if you want the full immersion.
That's fine.
Yeah, everybody tuning in on the YouTube broadcast is actually seeing what they're supposed to see. You're seeing the behind the scenes. I could even go a step further without the overlays if you really wanted, but
Yeah. I get the behind the scenes. Damn it.
you do. That's the special VIP privileges of Nation 01. If you guys would like to see behind the scenes even further, tune in to Mr. Bojangles 91 on TTV. You can see some onboard cameras. You can see me rage. You can see me
On what?
on TTV. That's Twitch TV.
Oh.
It's okay. HTTP / semicolon. No, just regular colon. C : enter. Right?
Uh-huh.
No, it's Mr. Bojangles 91 at Twitch TV. Okay.
I would be
Just-
impressed if you could tell me what HTTP stands for. Don't Google it now. Come on.
Buddy.
It's Hypertext Transfer Protocol.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't know that. See, you youngins got to learn.
Hypertext is
Transfer.
it's just it's a web domain.
No,
it tells
it's just the thing it's using to get to a web domain.
what's the communication to it. Yes. It tells the internet that you are searching it, that you are not typing random words.
Oh, dude, you want to know what I learned today?
I have a feeling you're going to tell me.
Yes, I am, sir. Have you ever heard of EL fudge cookies?
No, but I've heard of candy bacon and chocolate covered bacon, and I want to try that shit. But go on.
Well, EL fudge has been around forever. What does the EL stand for? Don't Google it.
Hold on, I'm not Googling it. It's El Fagande chocolate?
Close. Everybody loves.
Everybody loves chocolate. Everybody loves Rick Fagone. El Toro
Everybody does.
Fagande.
I would shower with him.
Oh boy, that's my teammate. You stay away from him.
Hey, you showered with him? Why can't I? Technically, I'm on that team, so.
You got to be on that payroll, and Hal Jr. is very stingy with his paychecks, man.
Yeah, no shit.
We're looking at the 97 running away. Garrett Robinson, 1.29 seconds ahead of this pack. And I'm telling you, man, this guy's looking really consistent. We got 60 laps to go. At 114 is the only guy I think can contest this lead. And I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I can't see where Vern is. Is that third?
Yes, he's in third position. He's about 2.5 back. Let's go back to the 114. We were showing earlier with the gyro cam how much lower the 114 runs these corners. But late in the run, the 114 started to struggle a little bit. And I think it's because he's coming in a little bit lower than everybody else in the entry, and that right front is getting really pissed off about that. It's really fast for 20 laps, but then late, it's not getting that drive off.
Looks like he's gonna rub the numbers off to the right side.
Oh, dude, he's getting right next to that wall, and he's got this track dialed in. He's catching the 31 right now. I know we're up front for a lot of laps, but you know who I'm really impressed with now? He's starting to show some strength. Rick Fagone, Ricky El Toro Fagande. Enrique El Toro Fagande. Working his way up into the top 10. Look at that guy. He was running dead last, Nation. For the first 60 laps of this race, he was dead last.
He's saving his shit.
I think he was learning. This is a track that a lot of guys have not ran before. And I'm getting tongue-tied talking about it. You can hear it in my voice. I'm out of my element. I don't watch flat tracks very often, you know? I don't like flat things. Like,
why the hell do you work in West Virginia?
I don't like flat things. That's not a flat state.
No, it's not. I like flat states.
See, I don't like flat girls. I don't like flat states. I don't even like my bread flat, man.
What the fuck?
I like my bread like I like my women.
Oh, lumpy and bumpy, huh?
White and soft.
Oh, damn. Okay.
91, looking to the inside of the 114 here. We're on the exciting camera. This is probably the most exciting battle. Tyler Booth looks like he might get past the 14 here on this exit.
Wonder if he's related to Johnny Booth.
Johnny Bravo, for sure.
You don't know who Johnny Booth is? Come on now.
I know who John Wilkes Booth is, and I hope he's not related to him.
Well, it wouldn't matter. He's dead.
So is somebody else. Anyway, yeah, we're skipping chapters here in the broadcast. If you guys are enjoying this content, it is Nation's fault. He's got me all distracted.
That's my job.
It's what he's good for. It's what he's known for. The aliens brought him back to the broadcast tonight.
Well, I
Man,
can't see that, so.
You can't sit. You can't see it.
No, I'm on my phone.
Are you in full screen mode, bud?
Of course.
Okay. Absolutely.
Abso-positively.
We're going back up front here. We're going to look at the 97. He's in the lead. He's got about, I don't know, I want to estimate about 5-6 laps till pit road. This is a really... It is 10 o'clock. It is 10:12. You have stayed past your welcome. It is time to go into work, bud.
Nope.
What time do you actually have to go in there?
11.
11? And you show up to what?
Well, I had to talk to your dumb ass.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Nation 01, Employee of the Month. He's shown up 2 hours early for night shift.
On 45 minutes sleep.
I can tell you that HR loves him. He's probably the pinnacle child of that entire business. They want to raise him.
Child of what not to do.
They want to raise him to believe in that company. You're being brainwashed, Nation. You showed up 2 hours early. I don't even know what that benefits you.
I have some time to talk to you, sit in the parking lot and drink beer. See how I did that? I used my time wisely.
I can tell you that this pit road entry is going to be a problem for somebody. Are you seeing this pit road? Can you at least see that? I'm going to show you from their perspective. We're going to go on board with the 97. And we are coming up on green flag pit stops, as long as it stays green. So we're on turn 2 exit, back stretch right now. Garrett Robinson going into 3. Now we're coming right up on this pit road entry. And if you blink for 1 second, you'll miss this entry. Blink right now.
Oh,
You're not making that. You're not making that entry if you blink.
Garrett will do all right.
Oh, there is a gap about, I don't know, 13 feet wide to hit that pit road, and I don't know how these guys are going to do it. I'm sure they practice it, but it's going to be fun.
Well, the car is only about 7 foot wide, so you got some way there.
Yeah, it only weighs 3,400 pounds, and there's about, I don't know, 10 water barrels at the end of it, so you should be okay. 31 is caught.
What does my car weigh? It probably weighs about that.
3,400-pound stock car hitting a water barrel makes a hell of a mess.
But it's a cushiony mess.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same as putting your face, never mind.
You are never-minded.
You can just kiss your ass goodbye if you hit that pit road wall. 31 has caught the 97. Looks like he's showing this late run strength, save a little bit of tires. 114, not too far behind him. 1.3 to the leader. Richard Holland has caught the 97. I don't know. I see about 5 laps left on fuel.
So they got a minute.
They got a little minute. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a pass or a battle for the lead at least. But I think Garrett's kind of like backing up, contemplating, hey, what's this pit road entry gonna be like?
Well, this ain't the first pit stop, is it?
No, but it is the first one, I think, under green for some of these guys. We've had a caution conveniently every time they needed to pit, so 31's looking to inside. I don't think he's going to get it this time. The 114's there too, so it needs to happen. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen here. Oh, that 97 is scrubbing so much speed right on the back bumper.
That's one guy you do not want on your back bumper.
Oh boy, 114 passing the 31. These two are battling. Really close back there. So we got a couple cars out of the race tonight. Artie Peterson, Garrett Robinson out of the race. Artie hit that inside wall and got stuck on that tire barrier, and it just ended it for him. I guess he didn't have a fast repair, Nation. Got a mirror full back here on the 97 car. He's trying to get away from the 114. 45 laps to go. Really, really interesting. We've had some long green flag runs. We've had some cautions, but nonetheless, it's been an interesting race. Kudos to these guys that don't get around this track very often for putting on a good show. If you guys haven't, check out the channel. We've got a lot of past broadcasts. We run a lot of caution-free races. And we have a lot of commentary between me and Nation 01, Vern Bradley, the Village Idiots. We do a good job broadcasting this series.
Define good job.
Anything that requires me to be on time, I think for the most part, I stream better than I do real life.
So anytime we don't get arrested.
Yes. Anytime there's not a restraining order filed or jail time, I think we're doing a good job.
Well, yeah. All right, I concur.
We're going to come up on some green flag pit stops. I want to hit you guys with the exciting camera while I go through this. I have to get another beer. And I've had to piss from about lap 2, so I'm going to go do that and handle my business. I'll be right back.
All right.
Keep it busy, Nation.
Well, I'm going to put you in the passenger seat so I can move my Jeep. Oh, come on, fucker, get out of my way.
Heard commentary from Nation 01. I think he was saying what half these guys have been saying the entire race. Come on, fucker, get out of my way.
The son of a bitch was backing out when I was trying to pull in a parking spot.
He was pulling out like his dad should have.
He don't work here, I do. Get the fuck out of my way.
I was a little bit wrong. We were about a couple laps off. It looks like they haven't pitted yet. I'm impressed that 31 got back around the 114. Let's get back on board with that 31 car. He's looking at the back of the 97. Oh, shit. We got a wreck. We got a wreck.
Son of a bitch.
I think the 97 was trying to get to pit road. I think the 90s.
The curse of the broadcaster.
I think the 97 was trying to get to pit road. Maybe didn't report it. Oh man, that 31 carried him through 3 and 4 all the way on his ass. Let's go back one more time. Let's go on board with the 31. Let's rewind it, because, you know, this just doesn't quite do it justice yet. Man, it just really looks like Garrett was trying to get to pit road.
Well, you know, I would say grab Garrett up here, but he don't swear and he doesn't look mad, so that would be boring.
Let's pull Richard Holland up here. Let's see what we got going on.
Don't do that.
We got Richard on pit road right now, so we're gonna go through the pit stop, and then I think we're gonna carry the 31 up here.
Okay.
Chat him up, see what his perspective was on that. I know Richard didn't mean to do that.
Then the exit of pit road's fucked up.
Yeah, I told you, man. Garrett, hey, look, we got the 63 hit the wall. The 63 hit the wall in the exit of pit road.
Who?
Glenn Jameson just hit the wall on the exit pit road. We had the 4 car hit it on lap 19, and he hit it hard.
Come up with this track.
I told you that pit road exit and pit road entry is terrible. It is terrible.
Terrible.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull Richard Holland up here. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna bring him up
Go
here.
ahead. I'm just gonna sit here quietly.
Hey, Richard Holland, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you. I was just trying to talk to Garrett on the track. Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry, buddy. We were watching that. You guys were coming up on pit stops, I think. I don't know if that's what was trying to happen. If Garrett was trying to get the pit road, I know this pit road is terrible.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I never heard him call out that he was pitting or anything, and he just checked up in front of me, and I spun him. So
Right on.
definitely didn't mean to turn him there. And I mean, that's a spot where you're on the throttle coming off the corner. I couldn't, I don't even know what happened. So.
Right on. All right. Well, Richard, we were just trying to get a little perspective. Hey, you're starting to show a little strength, man. So good luck. Whatever happens, man.
Yeah, this thing's really good on the long run if I can take care of it early. So 35 laps to go. We'll see what happens.
All right. Good luck, buddy. We'll put you back down there.
Thanks.
Yep. As Richard Holland in the 31, I don't think that any of that was intentional at all. Like he said, it just it seemed like the part of the track that you get back on the throttle. They've been running consistently that line for a long time.
Well, if it was easy, everybody would do it.
Right. If it was easy, I'd be out there right now. We got lap, what do you say, 36 to go. So we're on like lap 129, I think. No, something like that. I don't know. 165 laps in this race. I think we're on lap 129. It's 1 degree, and that's all I know for sure. And we're getting ready to go. Richard Holland's going to lead them off. Green flag is out officially. There he goes. 35 to go. Oh, Glenn Jamison to the inside of the 97. Power move to the inside back there. Didn't quite complete it, so Garrett's going to drive off. Looks like he's going to try to chase that 31 down. Going board with the 97. He's looking inside of the 31. Caution is out. We're under caution again, nation. You know cautions breed cautions, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Cautions have little baby cautions.
Let's see if we can go back and figure out what happened on the track. Looks like the 84. No, we got an entirely separate accident here in front of these guys. Looks like the 14 got touched by the 91. 81 gets hit. So the 14, I think, is the reason for the caution. This guy's got brand new tires. I don't foresee anybody pitting. Maybe the 14 because of a little bit of damage he got from that, but the 14 definitely had help around that turn. '84 and '81 got the worst of that. So those little baby cautions, nation, they get you, man.
The little babies always get you.
All right, we're looking here. We're looking for somebody to pull up into the broadcast booth on this caution. We're going to pull Artie Peterson up here. Artie Peterson, it's Nation and Bradley up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Artie, we've seen kind of a crazy breeding of cautions here late in the race, but we got about 32 to go. I'm going to go on board with you for a second. We saw you get stuck in that pit road wall. Really unfortunate for you tonight. Tell us how the race has been going for you.
I'm still having a problem with my wheel, and I have no force feedback, so I'm trying to drive the thing a lot different. But besides that, it was fine. I got caught in those barrels, and then there was a wreck, and the guy came across the track, and I went as low as I could, and didn't even see those other tires on the grass over there.
Yeah, it got stuck in the pit road wall, and it towed you back to pit road. But I just want to say thank you from everybody at WFO for sponsoring this league and this particular series. CheckerWon Manufacturing, we appreciate you very much. So thank you very, very, very much.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'll get it all sorted out. I'll have a better race in the future. That's for sure.
For sure, man. This is one of those tracks we don't go to very often, and it's kind of out of the element, but nonetheless, great broadcast. And for the first 40 laps, I wasn't even talking on broadcast, so you should enjoy it, at least to that point.
Yeah, thanks for doing what you do, though, buddy. And yeah, no problem. All these guys are good guys. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, and thank you for what you do. And I'll put you back down there, CheckerWon Manufacturing. Have a good race, man.
Yeah, just gonna do what I gotta do to finish up. Thanks.
Yep. That's Artie Peterson, number one. I mean, I feel bad for his race tonight. He was having a good one, and he was looking good. Had a solid top 10 car. That pit road wall really fucked his eyes out.
It happened.
It does. Dropping an F-bomb while we're plugging the sponsor of the stream. That's Mr. Bojangles' way.
Hey, that's how we roll.
We're getting ready to go green. Let's get back up front here. Pace car is about to pull off. There it is. And that loud pedal 31, green flag is out. Not quite the restart we saw from that 31 the last time. And I think Garrett's going to get another power move by the 63. He's got the 114 in his back rear. Little touch from the 63 to the 114. We got a caution. Oh, the 91 I think is in the mix here.
Yeah, they're getting impatient.
I don't know that that was even justified for a caution, though. That 91 barely even got sideways, and the yellow flew. 29 laps to go. We ran this race up until about 37, 38 to go with only 5, 6 cautions. We ran a long green flag stint there. We had a solid stint of 60 laps without a caution. 31's your leader. We're going to go back to the replay screen, try to figure out what happened to this 91 car. We're going to pause it really quick. This restart. Looks like the 18 got a little unsettled on the inside, ran it up the track into the 81, Michael McCauley. We're going to go on board with the 81. Yep, that's what happened. The 18 just got a little bit unsettled, touched the 91. Michael McCauley hit him. Had nowhere to go. He had nowhere to go. One more time on board with the 91. Okay, I guess that car did get pretty sideways. It's a pretty solid 90-degree angle. I'm not good at angles, but that looked like... Well, I guess I am. They call me bow angles.
That was at least an 83-degree angle.
Yeah, at least.
At least.
91's going to get his fast repair. We had 4 cars on pit road just now. Rick Fagone, Michael McCauley, Tyler Booth, and it looks like the 70 of Burt Wilson, I think. Yep. So these guys getting some fuel, getting some tires, maybe some fast repairs. You think it goes green from here on out, Nation?
Nope.
What's going on, Desiree? Diana? Adriana? We got our regulars in here, Nation. They're here to watch the finish with 26 laps to go. We're under caution. This is the 8th caution of the race tonight. Crazy to think. Oh, Nation can see everything. The aliens taught him how to see everything.
Now they
He's-
taught me how to pull their finger out of my butt.
I don't think that's what you need to worry about, Nation. With the aliens,
I don't know. I
they
was
tend
pretty
to
worried.
a finger is pretty mild compared to what they could have done. There's a guy that was dominating the race at the start. Vern Bradley, he was up front for a lot of the start of this race. I'd like to see him get back up there, but right now the guy that's been dominant the entire time, Garrett Robinson, that 97, and he's got his work cut out for him. That 31's no slouch. So power moves by the 63 into 1. We haven't went green long enough to know what's going to come of that, but if we go green from here on out, I'm looking for the battle to be between the 31, 97, 114. That's where I'm at. And Hal Amy, look at the 3 car, worked his way up into 6th position. Looking solid for him tonight. He had a great finish last week in the ARCA series.
Well, all
Who knows
those
this?
guys share tips, and I don't mean like the prison kind of way.
Share tips. Well, I mean, they are teammates, buddy. They are teammates. They're going to share tips.
But not in the prison kind of way.
Just in the shower kind of way. And we got the 3 car looking really, really good tonight. I'm happy for him. It's good to see his luck turn around. We're getting ready to go green. 31 car is going to lead him to the green here. Let's go, boys. Let's see if we can get it green flag all the way to the end here. 31's getting a better start this time. 97's got a little bit of a gap. I don't think he's going to let that 63 get the power move this time. He closed the door. Looks like we're getting a good run into 2 here. Now the patience is wearing a little bit thin. This is a short track. It's going to happen. 114 all over the back of the 63. 31 washing up the track. Here comes the pass for the lead. 97 in the inside. Let's see if he's going to lead it down the front stretch. It looks like Garrett Robinson's your new leader for this lap. Lynn Jamison looking to the inside. Didn't quite get it. Oh, the 31's really unsettled on that exit. 31's hung on to it somehow, but the 63 is under fire from the 114 now. I told you it's going to be a battle between the 97, 31, and 114. It's just inevitable. Oh, my goodness, the 07 Wesley Whitfield. Good save by that driver down the front stretch. These guys are starting to spread out a little bit. I think we're going to settle out. Maybe go green to the end. 22 laps to go. 18 car. We're loose off of 2. Nick Gardner barely hung on to that. He just got freight trained by about 6 cars. Hal Amy back up there in the 7th position again. Way up the track, though, and he backed these corners up. We got a gaggle of cars back here, Nation.
A gaggle, he said.
Tight racing from about 7th back. Looks like Hal is going to lose a spot to the booth here. Let's go back up front and look at this battle that's going to be shaping up. I can tell you that 3-way, this is going to be the best 3-way of your life, Nation.
I don't know. I've had a pretty good couple. Hey, you fucking said it. I didn't.
You give me a second to compose myself.
All right.
97 leading the race. Yeah, Garrett Helminger taking over from here. I think the 31 has got something for him. The 114 definitely does if he can just get the track to cooperate with him. Out of my element, 19 laps to go. About 0.3 of a second, and he is pulling on that 31. This is a short run car, and I know we asked Richard earlier how the race was going. He seemed to think that in the long run, that's where he was best, but I don't think we're going to get to that point where that 31 shows his strength.
Isn't he the one that likes the short tracks?
No, it's by no means. He absolutely hates flat tracks. I know that for a fact. He's learned to adapt. He's practiced them enough that he's gotten a lot better at them, but he would much prefer a D-shaped oval, Charlotte, Richmond, even things with banking, you know?
Well, one of those twins said that like short tracks.
I said we were going to run it to the end. We have a caution with 18 laps to go.
I told
Somewhere
you so.
mid-pack. It's mid-pack somewhere. We're going to hit you with that replay screen again. We don't have fire. We just have the sparks. We're going to go back and try to figure out what the hell happened. Here it is officially.
I'll be back in a second. I got to run in the building.
Right on. One. Oh, it looks like the 14 and the 18. Wow, that car actually got airborne for a second. Jeff Martin hit the outside wall really hard. Go back and watch that from the 18's perspective. Wow. One more time from Jeff Martin's perspective. He's coming off of 2. It looks like just gets really loose. The 3 got loose as well. That's not the direction you want to be facing in this traffic. We got green flag pits, or well, caution flag pit stops, but we do have pit stops. Flag to flag coverage brought to you by the CheckerWon Manufacturing WFO ARCA series. Everybody at WFO, I'm thankful for the opportunity to broadcast this race. Thank you guys for coming out and watching this broadcast. 16 laps to go. We're getting better and better every season. I'm growing into it. I have these distractions every now and then. Nation 01 coming into the broadcast booth. I appreciate him coming up here, keep me company. And again, I apologize for not having any commentary at all for the first 40 laps of this race. If you guys go back and watch the live, again, sorry. I accidentally deleted all of my scenes from my original broadcast that I planned to stream with on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I run the broadcast for this ARCA series on Tuesday nights. It's the one job I have for the entire league. I do it because I know that these guys put their heart and soul into this league. They put a lot of time in to make sure that we get sanctioned racing and run with the same group of guys. The points, the people, all the things that go on behind the scenes. I'm very thankful, and I want to give back and appreciate what goes on here. So to everybody that watches this and enjoys it, thank you very much. Even you, Nation.
Whoa, even me? Son of a bitch.
Even you, buddy.
Damn. I'm in rare form tonight.
14 laps to go. I'm kind of thinking that this is going to be a shootout. Do you think we'll have another caution, Nation? One more?
Yep.
One more?
I think maybe 2 more.
I think we're going to get 1 more at least. 2 is not out of the question by any means. There's plenty of time for that, but I'm hoping that we can run it out. We got Burt Wilson to the front. Michael McCauley is outside. That dominant car, the 97 of Garrett Robinson in 3rd, and then Wesley Whitfield, who showed some power early on in this race, hasn't been up in the top 5 since. Let's see what happens. It's going to get interesting. Power move, maybe? I know Bert's going to get a good start here. He's going to lead him off. It's at his discretion to take the green. We're going to take the green with 14 to go. Burt Wilson's going to hit the loud pedal. And here we go. Pace car is off. Green flag is out. And there he goes.
Even the fucking pace car almost hit those damn barrels.
Right? And there's a power move 3 wide into 1. I don't know if the admins will like that, but there was a 3 wide. We got another 3 wide behind him. 114 on the inside. Wow, what a move by the 97 to the inside there. It's probably under review if we have an admin in the booth tonight. The 31's looking inside of the 70 of Burt Wilson. But your leader on lap 13 to go, 12 to go now. First lap of this restart, Garrett Robinson. Go back here to the 31. Got a battle shaping up here with a 114 on the inside. The 70s pass now. Power moves on this restart, guys. And Michael McCauley and Burt Wilson probably had older tires. These guys didn't pit. These flat tracks with mechanical grip, it's going to make all the difference. We're going to go back here to the 3 car. He's got his hands full. Tyler Booth got back around him, but I know he's not going to let that spot go. We got 11 to go. This is where it counts. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Adriana. Everybody that's thanking me right now, it's Nation that does all the camera work, all the overlays. He did everything for this broadcast, so I didn't do a damn thing while driving. I didn't do a damn thing. Let's go back up front. Garrett Robinson's got about a half-second lead, and this 31's going to be under fire. We got 10 to go. Diana says, come on, Richard, you got this. We're going to have to chase down that 97. He's been strong on these short runs, and I don't think it's enough time for this 31 to catch him. We're going to go on board with the 31, and just look at this. Look at the amount of gap that he gets off this. This back straightaway is just such a run for this 97. I don't know what he's doing differently. I know as a driver, you'd be really frustrated right now to see this in front of you, and you got the 31, the 114. They want to get there. That 31 might have gained a little ground to that 114 on this exit. 8 laps to go. We got a car on the wall back there somewhere. Oh, 84. I heard it. I heard it. You were right, Nation. 2 cautions.
Oh, I don't think we're done yet.
Hitting with that replay. See what happened to this guy. All right, we're backing it up. Looks like we're trying to go 3 wide into turn 1, and it just didn't work out. Man, that was a little bit of net code, though.
I don't know. I can't tell from here.
All right, let's go back one more time. Different camera angle. I'm even going to go in slow motion.
Ooh, slow-mo.
Man, it's just so close. So close. I'm going to go one more time. Nope, we're in fast forward mode now. And I don't like that.
Yeah, I guess I could. That looks like net code.
That's a little bit of net code, I think, on the 84. Let's see if we can go on board with the 84 and the gearbox camera. Let's go back. Now, if he gets a face full of this 70 car, and I think he did, so from this angle, it looks like there was some contact. So it's a toss-up there. Nonetheless, 84 is going to have to get that fast repair. Brandon Winning. Is that Rick Vagone, Cody Williams? A lot of cars come down pit road. I'm surprised on that. Maybe these guys are thinking, hey, you know, if it goes out to the end, we'll have fresher tires. But, man, I don't know that fresher tires are that beneficial. You can't really drive the thing until 3-4 laps in. And we're going to take the green with 4 to go. 5. I think it's going to be less than that. 3 to go. Officially. I don't think it's going to be enough time for these tires to heat up.
Probably not.
So I think you're right. We're not done yet. We might have a green-white checkered. We're getting ready to go green. 2 laps. Nation, I appreciate you coming up here in the broadcast booth. Don't get fired over my ass.
And nobody else does.
Nobody else does. If he's doing it, then I can. That's like, you know what? I like the way you think. I'm going to grab a beer real quick.
Well, I'm going to have to go in the building. I might be able to come back later.
Right on. You coming for the post race?
I'm going to try to.
All right, right on, man. We got a little bit of a break here. 5 laps. We're going to go 3 laps to go. We're going to get you up here to this leader. That's the 97. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. 1 lap till green. We're going to take that green with 3 to go. Garrett Robinson's going to lead them off. Really tight field. We're going to try to get the widest angle that we can for this one. Really interested to see who makes a power move into 1 if we can go green from here. That 114's hungry. He led a lot of laps at the start of this. He knows where he wants to be. Green flag is out. 97 off to the start. Little scrub on the tires. Into 1. The 31's trapped on the outside. Wesley Whitfield looking on that outside as well. Garrett Robinson still leading him here. Richard Holland in second. 3rd place now. 114, really hungry. These boys are really starving back here. Glenn Jamison peeking on the inside of that 114, getting a run off of the stretch. I don't know where he's going to go with it yet. Power moving to the inside. He's going to wash up the track. A little contact with the 31. 91 of Tyler Booth. Had a run on the entry, couldn't do anything with it. Glenn Jamison still fighting that inside line. Still fighting for 3rd. Back that corner up a little bit. 31 trapped outside. He doesn't want to be up there. Maybe a run from the 91 as they fall back. This is for 4th position. 31 definitely needs to get down there. He's pinching the inside. 07, the little touch. There it is. Oh my goodness, what a save by the 31. 1 lap to go. We're going to get back up here to Garrett Robinson. This is white flag right now. What a save by the 31, but let's not take it away from the dominant driver of this race, Garrett Robinson. I told you he could do it. Garrett Robinson's going to win here tonight at the CheckerWon Manufacturing ARCA Series Milwaukee Mile. Congratulations to that driver. 2nd place tonight, Vern Bradley. Glenn Jamison's going to bring it home in 3rd. Little contact there on that last lap. Good save by the 31 not to wreck the entire field. Great finish to these guys. Good race. I really, really enjoyed it. Thank you guys for all the votes for Driver of the Day. We're going to have our post-race interviews. I got my Bud Light in hand. We're ready to go. Let's watch the 97 burn it down. He hits the inside pit wall like a lot of drivers did tonight, but he did it when it meant something, I guess. Great finish by that 97 tonight. We're gonna pull him up here in the booth. Incredible job by this driver. There he is. Garrett Robinson, the 97, the winner tonight. Congratulations. Dominant race tonight. How does that feel, buddy?
It feels great. We led all them laps and then we have to come home with the win.
You led a lot of laps tonight. You looked like a very dominant car. I thought the 114 was going to be the guy to beat. That start of the race, he led about 19 of them. And then after you rocket ships out of pit road, it looked like you were a different car.
Yeah, I made a few mistakes and had to make up for them, but we made our way back to the front pretty easy and quickly.
And we saw you get turned. It wasn't intentional. We saw some contact with a 31 about midway through the race. Were you trying to get to pit road? We knew it was really challenging, that short window to get in there.
I was trying to pit. I tried to call it out, but my transmitter was turned off, and I don't guess Richard understood me or heard me. So it was just a racing deal.
Yeah, we noticed that, and based off of what I saw, we watched it from 3-4 different angles, and it just looked like you were trying to get to pit road, and you can't blame anyone for that. Nonetheless, you rebounded from it. You came back from probably 13th, 14th position all the way back to the front, and you showed these guys what's up at the Milwaukee Mile. So congratulations to that. That is an awesome drive, driver.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Now, I want to move on to next week. You've shown that you started well at Homestead. You started well here tonight, and you capitalized on both of them, but mainly here tonight. What do you have in store for us next week?
I'm not sure. I don't even know what track we go to next week.
Wow, he's not even prepped, and he says, I'm going to come out here. I'm going to show these guys what's up. That sound pretty accurate?
Yeah, that's pretty much how I go about it.
Garrett, you put in some work in the offseason, I can tell. Great drive tonight. Great drive at the start of the season. You come out, swinging, and I admire that ability to come out here in this car and do what you're doing right now. So congratulations on the win tonight, and go back-to-back next week.
I appreciate it.
No problem. Hey, you got anybody you want to thank before we let you go?
Just Vern and everybody that puts this league on. Let us be able to race every week.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Great group of guys here at WFO, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So, hey, enjoy that. It was a great burn down, by the way. Took the whole front stretch, actually.
I did my best.
Yeah, great job. So we're going to pull Vern Bradley up here in the broadcast booth. I'm going to leave you up here with him, and we're going to get another second-place finisher tonight. Vern Bradley, very dominant at the start of this race. Things happen. I'm sure some words were exchanged, and that's why I left you up here, Garrett, because there was a little contact early in this race. I just wanted to get your perspective, Vern, of what was going on there into turn one.
We just come together and made contact. I pushed up a little bit. I think Garrett might even have come down a little bit, but it was more or less a racing incident to me.
Hey, we were just trying to fabricate something. Me and Nation talked about it. I didn't want to be a fly on the wall in that Discord. We saw some great racing all night tonight. You guys did a great first half of this race. We even had a 50-lap stint of caution-free racing. Tell me a little bit about your line. We noticed that you were driving a lot earlier into the corner and a lot lower than anyone else, Vern.
Yeah, if I could keep it down there, I think that was the better line and the faster way. The problem was being able to hit those marks, for 160 laps, not the easiest thing to do.
No, absolutely not. This track looked like it had a lot of apexes, not like a definitive line to run, and it looked like really unsettled because it's so flat.
It absolutely was, and a lot of times because you were waiting so late to get back to the throttle, you would actually slow down a little too much on entry, and you would actually pick up the gas a little bit before you got to the center. That way you could get a better run center off.
We had a lot of short tracks last season. I watched you dominate a lot of those races. You tend to do a lot better at these tracks too when it comes to leading laps. Do you think the traffic is what kind of got you caught up and not able to? You just had to battle for so long.
Yeah, what happens when you get back into the traffic is it's so hard to pass here that you use your tires up.
Mm.
So about the time that you get to where you're going to go and you get to the competitive guys, you really don't have any tires left at that point to compete with those guys.
Right. Not to take anything away from these guys, we had a lot of lead changes tonight. It was a great race, absolutely. I was impressed. I think Milwaukee's a very challenging track. That being said, a lot of cautions there at the end. Still fun to watch. Absolutely enjoyed broadcasting it, and congratulations on your second place tonight.
Thanks, Coop. It definitely was a lot of fun. I think that's 2 weeks in a row I've sat on the pole position for the start. So I've got qualifying down. I just got to close one of these deals, Coop.
Yep. And you know what? You and Garrett both you guys starting front row 2 weeks in a row. I just talked to Garrett about how I'm impressed with him flexing and coming out here showing some strength early in this season. And then, you don't get a lot of track time between running this league and all the things that you do behind the scenes. A lot of guys aren't aware of. So it's really impressive to see you just pick up the wheel and go. And thank you for all that you do.
I'll tell you what, I mean, there's so many guys, and I've said it before, that can win in this league that it makes it tough. Richard Holland was a rocket tonight, that 31 car, and he's a rocket every week, but the 4 car at one point to run, even having a great run. But how about guys like the 07 of Wesley Whitfield tonight?
Yep.
Even the 91 of Tyler Booth. I did a lot of battle with those guys early on, and there were a lot of people that I think, given the right track position and the race played out differently, that could have competed for the win tonight.
Absolutely. Yep, we talked to Wesley earlier in the race, and he was looking really good. Curse of the Camera, I think, got a piece of him, got into the outside wall on the exit of 2, and that was a deceitful part of the track, too. We watched a lot of footage of you guys coming off those exits, and it just, you don't think it's a problem until it is, and that flat wall down those straightaways, it's just suddenly there. It's going to be a challenge for anybody, but especially for the guys that haven't ran this track before. I just purchased this track, and I have no fucking clue how to get around it, apparently.
Yeah, you're going to have to get a little bit of practice in at least, Coop. I do want to, real quick, I want to thank Michael McCauley. And he's normally the driver of the 81 car in the CheckerWon ARCA series.
Yep.
But Michael McCauley called me to his room after the race to tell me that he would like to admin this series.
Well, we would be very thankful for that. Absolutely. Very thankful.
So, yeah, I want to thank McCauley. I mean, anybody that does that just sacrifices to be able to do that. But they're giving back to the league, and I don't think they realize how much that myself and you and Hal Amy and the whole league appreciates that.
Yep. That is a great sacrifice for this league, and I can't even comprehend what it's like to hand out penalties. I tried it one time, and I didn't want to be that guy anymore because I have to race the same guys next week. I don't want to be that guy.
It's definitely a tough thing to do, Coop, and the guys that sacrifice their races to do it, I have all the respect in the world for.
Yep. So we're very thankful for Vern, Hal, and now Mike McCauley that it's coming on, putting on this league and doing things behind the scenes. And Garrett, again, congratulations, and Vern, congratulations on your second place tonight. You got anybody you want to thank for that?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody at WFO, really. Country Time Lemonade, of course, being on my car and keeping me hydrated for many years now. So you gotta give the love out to them. Definitely want to thank my wife for giving me the time to come back here and do this every week with you guys, and my kids also for giving up that same amount. My whole family, really. So thank everyone at WFO and all my family. I think you guys know who you are.
Right on, man. So that's your second place finisher, Vern Bradley. Very dominant car at the start of this race. I think some traffic might have gotten his way. But hey, nonetheless, good finish tonight. Good rebound, and we'll see you next week. Where are we going?
I don't know, Coop. I ain't looked at the schedule yet.
Nobody knows where we're going. I don't even know.
We're going in circles. I can almost guarantee you that, but
we're
I'm
gonna
not
go
sure
in circles.
where. I'll check real quick, though.
We're going to pull up our third place finisher, and this is the 63 of Glenn
Kansas.
Jamison. We're going to Kansas next week, but we have the 63. We caught up with him on pit road. Glenn Jamison, hell of a fucking finish at the end. Crazy to watch. How did this play out, man? Give us the last 3 laps.
Yeah, man, crazy to watch, crazy to run too. I'm still sweating like crazy. It was quite a finish, good race. You know, those restarts, it's just you just never know with those. They're kind of iffy, and you just have to get the right, kind of get the right braking points going in from the restart, and just kind of hold on tight. That's kind of white knuckles. And we got the line on the inside on that restart, and I know Vern washed up a little bit. I think Richard was washing up a little bit. I was just trying to stay down below, stay out of trouble, and it kind of worked out for us there. And on that last lap coming down the backstretch, kind of worked out. I think Richard drove a little hard into 3, trying to get me around the outside, and washed up a little bit. And then it was just all smiles to the Checkers.
We watched you try the power move in those earlier restarts. I think you were on the inside of Richard early on, and those restarts were really favorable into 1. If you were starting on the inside, you could really power it down there. Do you think that maybe that's kind of what led you to that last lap run?
Yeah, I think so. It was definitely, on the inside, you definitely want to be on the inside. It's really hard to make that first corner from the outside. Unless the inside line was kind of slow on the start and whatnot, but pretty much everybody was right on the ticket. I tried to really watch Garrett on the start and hit it right away and get that strong run into 1, really kind of bury it in there good, and that really did kind of help you come out of that corner. Really kind of helps you hold that position.
Now we're looking at Kansas next week, and we've kind of seen the field flip-flop. We had some guys like Wesley Whitfield and Tyler Booth, who's new to the league, kind of show some strength at these flat tracks. But next week, we're going to a very banked oval. What do you think the recipe is going to be for next week?
Kansas is a lot of fun. It's, sweeping oval. It's fast. And, very little break. It's all about momentum, keeping the car rolling. You get a little bit of draft there. It's about timing. It's about timing the exit of the corners. I think there it's, you got to be able to run up high a little bit and just get the roll. And so, like usual, I think it's going to be take it easy early on, just sort of time things out, feel the car out, get the line, feel how that is, and then just work on the momentum and, keep it rolling and, obviously stay out of trouble.
I agree with you 100%. And I think that we have a great thing going here at WFO. I really, really appreciate you coming up here in the booth and taking the time to chat with us. I hope that we can go caution free tomorrow night, but do you think that's realistic?
Yeah, it's tough here. I mean, it's this is a tough track. I mean, we had some pretty good long runs tonight, but it's also you kind of get into a rhythm. I think it's also kind of easy to lose your focus a little bit because you really got to pay attention. You really got to hit those marks. You got to be right on, and you slip up a little bit, and who knows what can happen. But I think it's great guys here. I think sort of settle things out. You kind of get nose to tail. You strategically pick your spots, and I think it can happen. I'll tell you what, I'll go on record saying I think it's going to happen.
Fair enough. You heard it here first. Glenn Jamison says caution free tomorrow night. I hope you're right. I really love long run racing. That's where I start to flex. And you know what? I hope to see you. Gonna
right
make
on,
it.
Man. Yep.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. Yep.
Anybody you would like to thank, Glenn?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you, Cooper, for doing this. Up in the booth, really putting on a good show.
Don't thank me, buddy. I'm not even wearing pants.
Yeah, right on. Loose as I am. But and obviously WFO, Vern, all these guys that race here, it's a lot of fun. I've been doing this for 4 or 5 seasons now, and always come back. It's a lot of fun. It's good racing, and I really appreciate them. And just really have a lot of fun here. So thanks to all the folks who put this on.
Absolutely, man. Hey, hang around. I'll talk to you after the race.
Appreciate it, Cooper.
Hey, take care, man.
Take care.
That's the 63 Glenn Jamieson, your third place finisher. We do have one more interview. That'll be the 3 of Hal Amy. We're going to pull him up here for driver of the day. The Hal Amy Award, as I like to call it. Hey, Hal. I might have pulled you out mid-conversation.
That's all right.
I just had to tell you something.
Okay.
First of all, I'm not going to go with all the logistics of the voting and the people that come out to watch you every week. That happens all the time. All right? We're going to get that out of the way. We're very appreciative. Don't get me wrong. But what I want to ask you, when you were running in 6th place with about 16 to go, and we had the camera on you,
Yeah.
I saw that adrenaline pumping, buddy. I saw
Did
it.
you?
I did. I saw that car weaving. I saw you ready to go. You had them belts pulled tight. So give me that last restart. What were you doing? What was going on in your head?
Mainly, we was just trying to hang on to stay there, but it was a little wild. I was just glad that we could get top 5 or top 6 finish, but didn't end up that way.
This is a
I think
tough
we
track.
wound up 7th.
It's a very, very, very tough track, and I just recently purchased it to broadcast this race, and tomorrow I will practice it. But I will tell you that watching you guys go around this track tonight, it looked like it was a very challenging car, especially for the first 5-6 laps where it was getting loose off the exits. Mechanical grip was key, and you held it in the top 10 for the vast majority of this race. I absolutely believe that you deserve driver of the day just because you hate these tracks.
Yeah, I think I did pretty good, so I'm proud of it.
Now, we're going to Kansas next week, and I know that you prefer those sweeping banked ovals. I want to go through the Charlotte race, the Chicagoland win. So we're gonna go back to that. Kansas is very similar to this track. What do you think you're gonna do differently compared to what happened tonight?
As far as Kansas, you mean, or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're just gonna go out and run. We're gonna run.
We're gonna
Just
run.
keep getting top 10s, dude. That's what we gotta do. Stay consistent, you know.
Maybe
Or
that
as
was just
hard
a
as
bad
we can.
question. Maybe it's just a bad question. What I think my biggest problem right now with my interview is that I'm not interviewing a mad Hal Amy that got wrecked midway through the race. I think that's what's throwing me off. You've had a great change of luck, for one, and you're putting together top 10s. You're sitting pretty in the points right now, and I really think that this is going to be your season to shine, man. I think you're going to make the chase this year. I'm not going to jinx you, but I really think that this season is changed compared to last year, and you're putting the time in to get these good finishes. I think that this is going to be the year that Hal Amy comes out a chase contender, top 5 for sure.
We hope that's a plan. Want to make it this year. So we just keep working.
Keep working, man. Confidence is key. Seat time is second. And then, third, you just keep hanging out with old Bojangles and coming up here in the broadcast booth, giving these guys what they want. Driver of the day. All the votes casted. Thank you guys for all the stuff you do. Everybody that's tuned in, still hanging out in the broadcast. WFO. Amy Contracting. is going to be sponsoring the Wednesday night truck series tomorrow night. Hope you guys can tune in 9 p.m. Eastern time. How, Amy? Is that right? Is that all correct?
Yeah, and we get to go around here again in the truck.
Oh boy. Milwaukee Mile. It's going to be fun. It's going to be tight. It's going to be fast. And I hope you guys can make it. I'm going to sign off for tonight. I have literally talked my voice away. And if I drink any more beer, I'm probably going to die.
Well, thanks, Coop. Thanks for what you do, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for thanking me. I just can't stress enough. I really want this to be a thankless thing. I do thank you guys for being appreciative, but I feel obligated to do this. You guys put this league on, and you do it for nothing. You do it for free. I have been in many, many leagues that are all about whether it's profits or look at me, and this league has never given me that vibe. You guys do it out of the goodness of your heart. I run with the guys every week. I know I go on hiatus over the summer, but in the off season, that's life. We come back, we do it again, and we pick up right where we left off. Nowhere else can you get that. Nowhere else can you experience what we have going. And if you guys are interested, check out WFO. It's on iRacing. Subscribe to the channel. Get your alerts. Everybody here, great job tonight. Thank you for coming out to the broadcast. This is Bradley Cooper, WFO, and the CheckerWon Manufacturing ARCA series, signing off. Thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Take care.
And the race is going to go on. 119, Austin Wagner under battle from the 70 car, Burt Wilson. Burt Wilson's going to nose ahead. Oh my goodness, what a pass right there. Rise of the dead. The love, the hate, the sex, the truth, the jealousies that make us fools. Wake up this time. The joys, the chance, the life to lose. Our legacy is after you.
We're coming to the white flag this time. Will they make it to the start-finish line all the way around the triangle here? They're there. We're 2 by 2 on the last lap. But there's a 0-0, an 18 car, 1 car, 31 car, and they're wrecking in the front. For the lead, here's the race right here. Nick Gardner, Richard Holland, Ryan Daniels. Ryan W. Daniels, the 0-0 car, crossing the start-finish line, winning the opener here.